What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and you guys know I don't really talk a lot of sports here, okay? I mostly stick to entertainment. Generally speaking, the only time I talk about sports is when there's some kind of an interesting comment that I wanted to respond to, specifically from athletes or coaches that are standing at a podium and talking, okay? That's generally what I'm talking about. And in this situation, we got LeBron James, who at the end of his latest press conference had some words for some of the guys that report on the NBA. Let's go ahead and see what it is LeBron had to say. You guys are going to like this.
I got one question for you guys before you guys leave. I was thinking when I was on my way over here, I was wondering why I haven't gotten a question from you guys about the Jerry Jones photo. But when the Kyrie thing was going on, you guys were quick to ask us questions about that.
Okay.
Hold on. And I don't even want you guys to say nothing. When I watched Kyrie talk and he says, I know who I am, but I want to keep the same energy when we're talking about my people and the things that we've been through. And that Jerry Jones photo is one of those moments that our people, black people, have been through in America. And I feel like as a black man, as a black athlete, as someone with power and a platform, when we do something wrong or something that people don't agree with, it's on every single tabloid, every single news coverage. It's on the bottom ticker. It's asked about every single day. But it seems like to me that the whole Jerry Jones situation photo, and I know it was years and years ago and we all make mistakes, I get it. But it seemed like it's just been buried under like, oh, it happened. Okay, we just move on. And I was just kind of disappointed that I haven't received that question from you guys. Appreciate it.
Now, just so we could get the full context of what it is that LeBron's talking about and what the whole hubbub is, let's go ahead and check out this other video. This is talking about the situation over Jerry Jones and this old photo.
Look, that was 65 years ago, and I had no idea when I walked up there what we were doing.
Arkansas native and Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones facing questions tonight about a photo from 6 decades ago. He appears to be a part of a group of white students blocking black students from entering his high school in North Little Rock. The photo is here. That is Jerry Jones in the upper middle screen there, and this is a blown-up version of that section. This is around the same time that federal troops were being deployed on this side of the river at Central High School.
That was, 65 years ago, and a curious kid.
The photo, shot by the Associated Press back in 1957, shows a group of black students trying to integrate classes at North Little Rock High School when Jones was a sophomore. The young men are blocked from entering the school by a much larger group of white teens. And there's Jones in the background. The Cowboys owner, now 80 years old, spoke about the issue after the Thanksgiving Cowboys game.
I didn't know at the time the monumental event, really, that was going on, and I'm sure glad that we're a long way from that.
The photo captured when Arkansas was at the center of the civil rights movement, and Arkansas schools were desegregated soon after the photo of Jones was taken. Jones says he showed up to see what was going on, not to participate in the mob.
Nobody there had any idea, frankly, what was going to take place. We didn't have all the last 70 years of reference and all the things that were going.
See, his whole point of even bringing this up is to kind of cast aspersions on the media, right? Oh, you guys are the bad guys. You know, you guys asked me all of these questions about Kyrie, a black guy, but you wouldn't ask me this question about a white guy. You left the white guy all on his own. You didn't bring that up, okay? Like, that's the silly kind of stuff that comes out of this situation, okay? Is that really what we're going to start doing here, all right? There's a lot of reasons that they might have asked him questions about Kyrie on the surface, just flat on the surface, that have absolutely nothing to do with race. Okay, it has everything to do with the fact that Kyrie's a basketball player. You're a former teammate of his. You might have something to say in regards to this situation of Kyrie kind of getting blackballed by the NBA. You know, like that's why we would ask you, what is your opinion on the Kyrie situation? Okay, now here's the problem that we have in the black community, you guys, that we get caught up in bullshit. Okay, this is a non-issue right now in 2022 for what's going on in the black community. Okay, this is a photo from 65 goddamn years ago. Okay, nobody's being affected by anything in this photo from 65 years ago, least of all LeBron James's ass. I don't know why he's even worried about talking about this. All right, the Lakers are losing, bro. You need to get your shit together with the Lakers. But nevertheless, this is why the black community is in such a disarray. There are far bigger fish to fry than this situation from 65 years ago. I'm sorry, there's just bigger things that's going on right here and now that need to be addressed, okay? But LeBron saying, well, how come you haven't asked me about this photo? You know, I'm LeBron James. I got power and platforms. How come you guys haven't come and asked me, stuck a mic in my face and asked me about this stuff? I have a better question. LeBron, you like to offer up your unsolicited opinions on a great number of things that have absolutely nothing to do with you. Why haven't you made a statement on your own about Jerry Jones? You have no problem making statements about all kind of other nonsense that has nothing to do with you, and it's half the time it's wrong, okay? Now, I don't want you guys to get me misunderstood, okay? There's a lot. LeBron James is like a good, bad thing with me, okay? There's a lot of good things that LeBron James has done, and I'm never going to take that away from him, okay? He put his own boys on when he came out the hood, became a basketball player at the age of 18, and he took his homies with him. And he said, hey, guys, we're going to come here and I'm going to build with you and you're going to build with me and we're going to build this thing together. I think that's commendable. I wish there were more athletes and movie stars and superstars that were doing the exact same thing, you know, bringing some people along saying, hey, you guys, you're going to learn marketing. You're going to learn how to be an agent. You're going to learn how to build a business and we're going to do this thing as a team. OK, I think that's absolutely commendable for what LeBron did when it comes to that. All right. I actually like all of the things he's done in terms of making himself a brand. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. All right. You know, the I Promise School, all of that stuff. Fine. No problems with that. OK, giving back to the community in so many different ways. But his opinions are it's just dog shit terrible, man. He has some of the worst opinions that I've ever heard in my life. And he constantly has this ego of, hey, you need to talk to me about this, or I have something to say and I'm going to say it. It's amazing. And of course, he's a big Cowboy fan, right? So of course he hasn't offered any opinion on Jerry Jones. And I don't know if he finally figured out what he wanted to say, but he just wanted to stick it to the reporters. I have no idea. Anyway, let me get on with this and get off of this rant. So you can see here, the black student that was, you know, in that photo basically says, yeah, I forgave him. I've forgiven him. Whatever happened back then, I've forgiven him. Harold Gene Smith was 17 years old in September of 1957 when they captured that picture. He was one of the 6 black students involved in this confrontations with Jerry Jones and other white students. Like Jerry Jones is just kind of standing out in the back, hanging out. But this was a confrontation with him. All right, whatever, if you want to read it that way. You don't judge people by the past, and he forgives Jones. If he had any animosity, I don't know, but I've forgiven him for whatever reason he was there, Harold Gene Smith said in the interview on Friday. Yeah, it's like there's bigger things to talk about right now, okay? There's far bigger things and more important things to talk about. And he's like, I don't even know why he was there. For whatever reason he was there. Yeah, whatever. I'm 82 years old. Jerry Jones is 80. Who gives a damn? Like, we're always in the wrong spot. We're always talking about the wrong things. We're hyper-focused on a 65-year-old picture, okay? Because it's a nice, safe distraction from the real issues, okay? We can kind of temporarily shift the attention on Jerry Jones, this old white guy. Oh, he must have been a racist. He's an old white guy that owns the Cowboys. Boy, what a bad guy, okay? We shift the focus on to the racism and the issues from 65 years ago, the segregation and everything that was going on, all right? Whatever it was, it happened over 6 decades ago. Like my parents hadn't even met yet. Why are we talking about this, okay? Is this what Jerry Jones is doing now? The man has made hundreds of black, if not thousands of black millionaires based on him giving them contracts with the Cowboys. What are we talking about this for? Why does anybody need to ask about anybody's opinion about this? Especially LeBron James. When young black men are getting shot and killed in Chicago and Detroit and LA and Baltimore on a weekly basis? Why are we talking about Jerry Jones and a 65-year-old photo? I just want to know. There's bigger fish to fry. We got to stop doing this. We look stupid. It's so stupid, and we look stupid, bringing all of this attention and care and all of that stuff to this minor issue. Not even minor. It's like a nothing burger. I wish they would talk every weekend in a press conference. Hey, LeBron, what do you think about the murders that happened in such and such? What do you think about the murders that happened in this city? What do you think about the murders in this city? What do you think about the murder? Every freaking weekend, I would bring that up. Since he wants to say this nonsense, I would bring that up every time. Because Jerry Jones is a nothing burger to the black community, in my opinion. Okay? Whatever he did back in the 1950s. Okay? That's a nothing burger compared to what we're dealing with right now. And of course, you know, all of these cats on Twitter had to weigh in on this, maybe because basketball reporters didn't ask you since it's not a basketball related topic. Yeah, I mean, that's a point, but it's not the point that people need to be bringing up. Like, you don't watch post-game interviews. They love asking questions outside of ball, but I guess you don't watch them to know better. This person says, 2 different sports. You weren't Jones's teammates, 2 different timelines. Why would you care about Jerry's past? What response would you give that is relevant or thought-provoking on either? Since when do we need to check in with you on an 80-year-old NFL owner? I mean, all of that is absolutely factual and true, okay? Why do we care about what LeBron James thinks about Jerry Jones? Well, people will say he's a Cowboys fan. He's one of the biggest Cowboy fans. And this is what I said again. Go ahead and offer up your opinion, okay? Nothing stops you in the past. You have always been very cavalier with, no pun intended, but very cavalier with all of your opinions. You just throw them out there. So go ahead and throw one out for this too. Let's hear what you got to say. You notice how he didn't even want to address it? I don't want nobody talking. Nope. I just want to make this little statement, drop the mic and get out of here. That's what he wanted to do. That's the effect that he wanted to have. He doesn't really care about this situation because, again, if he did, he would have already talked about it, okay? He's just now using this to try to shift something to make the reporters look like, oh, the reporters, they didn't ask me about the black people. They asked me about this, but they don't talk about this stuff, okay? There have been plenty of stories written about the Jerry Jones topic, all right? And another thing is maybe they're just sick and tired of LeBron's bad takes. This is the one response you're going to see a whole lot of. They asked him about Cap, though. Yeah, they asked him about Kaepernick. He asked questions about Kaepernick. Okay? Man, like I said, LeBron was making unsolicited comments about Kaepernick constantly. Okay? That dude was talking about Kaepernick like he was his best friend. If anything, these reporters were probably asking him a follow-up question to remarks he already made. LeBron was all in on the Kaepernick stuff. He didn't need to be questioned about it. He was coming right on out and saying it, just like he does with everything else, okay? And not to take anything away from the dude. He's a great basketball player. I have no problem with his basketball skills. I actually have no problem with some of the stuff that he has done in the community. I have no problem with that, all right? But his opinions are just the worst opinions, okay? And that's probably why they said, we're not going to ask LeBron nothing because his opinions are actually kind of bad takes and it just makes him look bad. LeBron, we didn't want to make you look bad, okay? Because we pretty much figured it was going to be something dumb, so we just left that alone. But anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation, man? Everybody's going to come back with the shut up and dribble, and man, sometimes LeBron needs to shut up and dribble. But go ahead, get down in the comments, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you next time.